Hey guys, welcome into the Fallout Shelter. I hope everybody's doing well today. Give people a minute to come in because honestly, I don't know how many people get notified about this. I don't even seem to get my own notifications anymore, so I had to actually on my news channel, I had to go to the channel with that I was subscribed to myself and find it because well, there just absolutely was no notification to me. Maybe the notifications are going out now. Hey there, Davey. Good to see you. Joseph Buck. Glad y'all showed up. I got a couple of things that have come up I want to show everybody. We did a D-Live stream a while ago, and some of the people in it helped me look something up. I really want to share that with y'all, and I want some more people in here before that happens. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop up some little news articles that I had went over for the day, show y'all what I'm thinking about and what will be on the stream tonight at D-Live. In depth. I'm going to go through this a little bit more. The miners have found Namibia's ancient shipwreck in the Forbidden Zone, and it's incredibly priceless. Wow, that's crazy. Uh, this is one of those next type deals. So, hey there, Yeetus. Yeah, well, that's cool. At least the notifications are going out for when the stream started. They didn't seem to go out for when it was just waiting, but it's all good. Hey, brother Fallout. One Dirty Rotten Imbecile. Good to see you, man. Yeah, you need to share this out. I got some information people need to see about something that's going around on Twitter. I don't know if people really know it or not. It's a personal feeling of mine, and then some people in my Discord and D-Live group kind of agreed with me. So, hey, Big Bear, good to see you. I'm going to share out some information here that I think is important. Lynette, hey there, we meet again. Yes, and now I have a little extra information on that petition for signing. I went straight to the Move On website. I should know more about this stuff. I really should, and I'm really trying to learn, y'all. It is a process. I don't have a camera on right now because I'm going to show you my Temple Masonic Bible that I have. So I want to throw a little prayer on this real quick before I ever turn on a camera or anything. Y'all bear with me for a second. Father, we thank you for this opportunity to come and be together and to discuss the things that we feel are important to the world and the saving of your garden that you so graciously allow us to have. Father, I pray the full armor of protection over the things that I'm going to show, that no evil spirits are within and no evil spirits dwell, and that only your protection is over it, and that we're showing it in the event of exposing evil and not loving it. I thank you for all of your blessings, and I thank you for the things that you've shown me lately. And I ask you and praise you and ask you to continue. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, I see Brenda in there. Good to see you, Brenda. I'm glad y'all are piling in. Now, I'm gonna go over the news a little bit, and then I'm just gonna show y'all the headlines anyway. There's this ancient treasure on a ship that was found in a desert, and it's one of those click-through deals. So I'm gonna go through that later tonight. Hang on. Cool, Radical. Thanks. Good to see you, brother. All right, One Dirty Rotten Imbecile. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of y'all. Uh, good day. Retracted message. Well, good day to you too. Veronica made it in. Good to see you. Hi there. Good to see all of y'all. I'm really glad y'all are here. I know a lot of y'all, I see the names and I noticed them from a Wake Up's stream at night. Those have been extremely fun and a lot of time spent getting to know people. I appreciate y'all coming to follow us over here. All right, so anyway, I'm going to show this one later because I'm interested in it, but it's probably like 25 click-throughs, so that'll be tonight on a late-night deal strictly because it just interests me. Some fear old military chemicals could get dredged up from a Grand Canal. They're fixing to dredge the Grand Canal in Brevard County, and the officials are worried that some old chemical stuff from military things could be in the silt and dirt, and the people are worried because that's where half the county's drinking water originates. They're doing all type of tests, and they believe it's actually going to make it safer. But my point is if you believe there's already stuff in there that is causing you a problem, you know what? I could screen share this, y'all. I am so sorry. How about this? Maybe that'll help a little bit. Well, I don't have the screen share up right now. Hold on. It's going to look crazy for a minute. Y'all are going to get to see what I have laying down here. Display capture. Up, 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 up. All right. I got the display capture up. I have my camera pointed down at my counter. That's my Bible with my keyboard laying on it, the Masonic Bible. So I'm going to show y'all that. All right. Hey, Anon Anarchy. Good to see you. Glad you're here. Glad to see all of y'all here. While I'm doing this, I have a couple of y'all that I know that I need to do something real quick because we had an issue last night, and we had the devil jumped in our chat room, and I don't have enough of y'all. Oh man, my bad. I deleted a message. Sorry. Trying to add a moderator. There you go. Some of y'all I know. I'll get to know y'all better and better. If anybody comes in doing anything crazy, just kick them out. It did happen last night. So we're going to roll on through. Just have a couple. And I will go back and set some of y'all. Hey, there's Ryan. Oh, no. I don't think so. I don't think nobody's reported me for anything yet. They probably will at some point. But, you know, I'm not really the one worried about that. We'll just go to the Fallout Shelter News or DLive or whatever. Honestly, unable to connect to chat. Of course I am. But I do have it over there. Skywatcher, good to see you. And I have my chat disconnected for a second, everybody. I apologize. That happens to me, though, when I start doing these crazy things. I'm sure at some point somebody will do something. I'm glad y'all are here. Okay. Now, what was that? I was sharing a screen, I think. I am also well, that's not the news. Okay, that's the mud. Newly discovered asteroid could strike Earth within decades. Look, I'm not buying these asteroid stories anymore, and I'm continually looking up at the camera and shaking my hands, even though I've got it pointed somewhere else. Hey, Polly, how you doing? Good to see you. My chats are running weird. I have 2 different screens showing on 2 different things. So I'm using my OBS software to stream. Really? Well, see, you know what I done, the only time that I've had a copyright issue with YouTube, I messed them up. I sent them an email back and said, sure, you can put a commercial on there. I don't care. And they put a commercial on the video and it was over. I'm sure it was going to some music company, and I left it up there for a little while and then I took it down. But, you know, it's going to happen. I'm ready for that fight. Cool deal. Hey, everybody. Good to see y'all. Okay, what was I doing? I got sidetracked. Anyway, the asteroids. They're telling us they can see the other end of the universe, but then they end up telling us there's an asteroid like, oh my goodness, we missed one. It was hiding in a shadow. Come on, man. Y'all. Look, I know there's stuff out there. I've seen it. I've seen it through telescopes. I've seen it through pictures, and I know people who actually take pictures that I trust. I'm not saying space is fake. I actually agree. There's all kinds of stuff up there. Hey, Super Dave and Larry, good to see y'all. But I don't believe NASA at all about what they tell me it is. That's the issue. So I try to find this stuff for myself. This crap here, this is fear-mongering. This is make people scared. This is in order to make, the more they can make you scared, the more they can take your rights. Let me move on before I get all fired up about something that, we have 40 cities poised for housing crisis. This is just showing we're pointing people more into the smaller compact cities. When we look at the weather modification, we see everything else. I'm going to check out these miracle socks. I have neuropathy. That's the only reason that's up. And powerful typhoon makes landfall in Japan. Most of us will see all of this news on Mike's later, but it's also the news I'll go over on DLive. Now, I've started looking into the Milankovitch cycles. I'm sure I should know more about this. Right, I got pictures of Saturn's rings with my P1000, and you can absolutely see them. So that's good enough for me. Now, out there, it's out there, whatever it is. I'm not, and people say, well, what is this? I said, you know what, I don't know. Strap my butt on a rocket, send me up there so I can see it. I'll come back and tell you. Until then, it's all going to be conjecture to me. Bamboo, good to see you, man. Okay, there's a lot of y'all in here now. I have no idea what that is. It must have been something I clicked. Oh yeah, I didn't mean to. This is golly, how did I do that? The Milankovitch cycles are solar cycles that deal with tilt, wobble, everything else that goes along with the Earth. So I'm starting to look into this. It's supposed to be, it has to deal with, this is the combat to climate change. I'm not smart enough to understand it. If I missed anybody in chat, it's rolling pretty good, and I'm looking over these screens. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, because I love you all with all my heart. I don't understand this enough to tell y'all exactly about it yet, but I'm just showing you this is the stuff that I'm looking into. And later on, whatever I'm doing, I'll have these links posted. I mainly came on because of this. Well, that's not the right one. It's part of it. I seen in Twitter today, which is crazy because I very rarely stop and take the time to monitor Twitter. You know what I mean? But for some reason, I seen this, and the big blue sign said "Stop Weather Modification Projects in the U.S." And I seen that move on, and I was like, man, I know I hear that all the time. There's something I should know about that. And I was like, there is no way I'm signing this just yet. I got to do some little checking. And while I was streaming at DLive, I popped it up, and a couple of people in there, Rare Breeds, I know you're probably listening now, and y'all won't get a YouTube account. I can respect that. I'm just glad you're around. They's like, no, MoveOn.org is George Soros. So I just went to look at their homepage. And MoveOn.org, their homepage is support impeachment of Donald Trump. Now listen to me, y'all. I'm not fixing to get political on y'all. Not at all. That's not my deal. But here is my deal. If their homepage says impeach Donald Trump, focusing on big issues, elections, healthcare, Trump is not above the law, diplomacy, not war, blah, blah, blah. Then you go over here to their petitions, browse petitions, people-powered petitions, okay? All of these run through MoveOn.org. MoveOn.org is one of those George Soros funded deals. So away from the political thing and just taking into account exactly what this is at face value, why would they want to do a stop weather modification project petition to deliver to President Trump? The U.S. government and all state and corporate interests must immediately stop all weather modification programs and be accountable to all persons whose property has been damaged by the result of this unnatural interference. The corporate interests are the ones that's doing the weather modification. This right here, there you go, Ryan. Don't sign this petition. Your words are always great. Ryan says, petitions are a great way to get recognized as a dissident. I got some cold coffee here I'm going to sip on that one. Guys, this thing, I don't know how far it had been, but it had 84 signatures on it. But here's another thing I want to show y'all. MoveOn.org is a left-wing, George Soros, socialist, democratic, the same thing that funds little Miss Greta and her Gretchen braids and the Hitler Youth, trying to bring about social democracy, I guess that's what they call it, democratic socialism, which is nothing but communism, bringing all that back exactly like they did from the 1930s. This is them admitting to weather modification. I do have it at that. This is a George Soros petition to stop weather modification. HAARP and other weather modification projects are directly responsible for the severe weather we are having in the U.S. Those that believe the government was involved in weather modification were once considered to be kooks. But the truth is that authorities aren't even trying to hide it anymore. For example, the following was recently posted in the legal notices section of the classified ads in a local newspaper called the Tribune in San Luis Obispo, California. All these are links to things that we've been looking through. But anyway, I thought this was important. I thought it was running through Twitter. And honestly, I knew about half of y'all probably wouldn't have nothing to do with it already, just untrusting individuals to begin with. I totally understand that. But right here, George Soros. Okay. I think I'm just trying to be clear on that, y'all. This is no way but to be data mined and have your names put in somewhere else. Now, sure, we're all being watched. We're all on lists just because of what we say. We see the real-time censorship for those of us that don't have but 22 people listening to us at a time. So, yep, that's right, Ryan. Right on point. But I wanted to share that with y'all in hopes that some people didn't know. I just thought that was some important information to pass along. Okay, this is a 5-year-old document that I don't remember where I found this one today, honestly. It's from 2014 or 15, 4 years ago. The U.S. Air Force and DARPA would like us to believe that they have stopped using HAARP in Alaska. We all know this right here. It's just something I'm learning about the frequencies, but they do give us some patents to the method and apparatus. I would go through all of this with all of y'all, but I'm pretty sure, I'm looking at the names. I didn't intend on this being a really long stream. I'm just kind of coming in, saying hello, going over some of this. I've been talking a lot lately, y'all. Let me see if I can blow this up a little bit. Just read the abstract of the patent. And it was from a man named Bernard J. Eastland from Spring, Texas. A method and apparatus for altering at least one selected region which normally exists above the Earth's surface. The region is excited by electron cyclotron resonance heating to thereby increase in-charge particle density. In one embodiment, circular polarized electromagnetic radiation is transmitted upward in a direction substantially parallel to and along a field line which extends through the region of plasma to be altered. The radiation is transmitted to a frequency which excites electron cyclotron resonance to heat and accelerates the charged particles. This increase in energy can cause ionization of neutral particles, which are then absorbed as part of the region, thereby increasing the charged particle density of the region. Now, with that little thing there being shown, I want to show y'all a radar clip that I saved from yesterday, and I am an eyewitness to this. I can't stop it. I just have to let it loop. For some reason, I can't. I gotta go back through and do this again, but anyway, it's on a loop right now. If you watch this is the microphysics, and I learned this from watching Mike, but I also have been studying it, and the people that watched it over on DLive with me, they seen the same effect in Hurricane Dorian. When the eye would start to come apart, there would be this yellow flash, and this yellow, what looks like just being energized, radiated, whatever, and then the eye would reform, and as it would form and do its damage, then as the little yellow right there would go away, it would start to unform like it wasn't being hit anymore. Yesterday, when all of this red was here, I went through the timelines and checked it to when I was outside. It was hot, humid, about 86 degrees. You couldn't walk around. Your hands, it was so humid you were wet all over from doing nothing. At the time stamp right here where this bright flash comes in, all of the chemical aerosols and everything in the sky just was one big blanket, and it flashed pink one time. And after it flashed pink, I'm glad you called me too, Super Dave. That's awesome. I appreciate all of y'all being here. It flashed and the sky turned pink. Right after that pink flash, within 5 seconds, it started to rain. Within 30 seconds, all of this yellow, you see the haze coming in there. For about an hour, it rained so hard that I guess they're calling them rain bombs or whatever. It was unreal. And as soon as that happened, it's the Fallout Shelter News at gmail.com. The Fallout Shelter News at gmail.com. I'll post it over in Discord too, Radical. So that is a from the ground to the radar eyewitness observation of something that happened. So I made sure to save some of these radars. And I have some of the radars from the fires. I go over them at some point in time. Okay. This, I don't remember. I think this actually goes along with, oh, global atmospheric particle formation from CERN cloud measurements. They're using CERN to create clouds, and that's where they're learning what elements to use. Okay, I'm going to read this to y'all. I have read it once. Hold on, Lady Liberty. I'll fix that. Hold on. Whoa. If I mess somebody up, I'm sorry. I'll do my best to fix it. Sorry, Polly. I didn't mean to do that. I'm using a gaming mouse of my son's, and it's so freaking sensitive that it's hard to deal with. Please, Polly, don't take that part personal. I messed up. Kind of like we did Bamboo. Everybody, free Polly, free Polly. Y'all give her love in the chat. Cinder, so good to see you. Everybody give Polly some love in the chat. Fallout Shelter just shut her down for 300 seconds. I'm so sorry. I apologize. That's why I tell everybody in their chats I don't need a wrench. Hey there, Charlie Gordon. I'm so sorry, Polly. I'm so sorry. Oh, goodness gracious. Free Polly. I don't think I can even undo that. Well, there you go. You needed to calm down for just 1 second. I don't know what you were typing, but anyway, I'm just playing. Oh, yeah, I don't have the camera on. It didn't even do me no good to hang my head under it, look under it. Okay, everybody. At least, Polly, that was a good little tension breaker. All right, I showed y'all that. Don't sign the petitions. Oh, yeah. Here's where I was at. I wanted to make sure, not all that, because I wanted to make sure somebody could get could post their links. Cinder is one of my longtime dear followers over on DLive. I'm so glad you got to make it in. All right. I'm setting all this up as we go. All right. I'm not sure I totally understand all of this, but I'm going to read it to you. I think this is with CERN and creating clouds, and that's where they're learning how all of this that they're spraying on us works, I think. All right, come on, man. I know you playing. Well, it's a good time, I can tell you, without her getting involved. Ryan, you seem to be a very, very lucky man, and you're well blessed, and it's an awesome thing. And she is too. She's blessed too, because I can see from all these you're great too. Y'all are really lucky to have each other, is what I'm saying. They found that nearly all. Okay, let me start reading. I'm going to quit clicking anything over there. New particle information in the atmosphere produces around half of the cloud condensation nuclei that seed cloud droplets. Such particles have a pivotal role in determining the properties of clouds and the global radiation balance. Dunn et al. Used the cloud chamber at CERN to construct a model of aerosol formation based on laboratory measured nucleation rates. See, that shows how much I know. I didn't know they had a cloud chamber at CERN. I'll have to check that up. There's just so much I don't know, y'all, and I'm not claiming to, but what I will do is I'll put my neck out there and I'll scream about it. They found that nearly all nucleation involves either ammonia or biogenic organic compounds. Furthermore, in the present-day atmosphere, cosmic ray intensity cannot meaningfully affect climate via nucleation. I think I found this looking into that other stuff I was telling y'all about that I've done forgot, the Milankovitch stuff. I'm sure I said that word wrong and butchered it. I'm going to read this one more, and I'm going to stop because I don't really know what's going on. I'm going to read a little bit of this, and y'all can realize that it's all that scientific stuff that you need to learn from Jim Lee or Mike or somebody. Nucleation of particles occurs throughout Earth's atmosphere by condensation of trace vapors. Around 40 to 70% of global cloud condensation nuclei are thought to originate as nucleated particles. Okay. I'm trying to process this. 40 to 70% of global cloud condensation nuclei are thought to originate as nucleated particles. That means geoengineered particles, right? Weather modification. ice nucleation, silver iodide nucleation, things that make them do what they want them to do. I'm sure Richie probably did, because Richie's into all that stuff. Like he's into ITER. He's the only other person I've ever seen mention the ITER tokamak in a negative manner. You know, a million or a degree Celsius liquid plasma spinning around inside some magnets that, if it touches anything, will destroy, depending on how big the tokamak is, because it cannot be contained. It has to be cryogenically cooled. What could go wrong, right? I'm going to have to check into that cloud chamber for absolutely sure. This relates to the question whether solar modulated galactic cosmic rays affect aerosols, clouds, and climate. Second, the lack of measurement of nucleation rates at low temperatures means that the origin of new particles in the vast regions of the cold-free troposphere have not yet experimentally established. Third, whereas it has been shown that nucleation of sulfuric acid water particles in the boundary layer require stabilizing molecules such as ammonia, amines, or oxidized organic compounds. All right, y'all. I'm working this in my brain as we're going through this right here, and the part that I'm going through is, at present, to simulate nucleation over a very wide range of atmospheric conditions. Global models must use theoretic nucleation models, which can require adjustment to the nucleation rate of several orders of magnitude. Yeah, that, buddy, we're watching that in the sky. Now, if I was smart enough, I would read this whole thing and I would explain to y'all what all this means with all these numbers and everything else, but I am not that guy. With this article right here, what I am going to do is, since I don't have a lot of this stuff, I have some of it in the description, but not all of it, because I really didn't intend on probably bringing it all out. Okay, check that out there if y'all are interested in reading that. Okay, I'm fixing to share my Discord with y'all real quick and show y'all what the skies have been looking like around the country. Hey, Charlie Gordon just made it in. Good to see you. Into the Discord. I'm going to pull it up over here. Okay. Now I won't be able to see chat for a second, but this is where I try to post where I'm going to go live, and everybody posts the videos that they're watching, the information that they want to share. I think right now we have 52 members, and out of those 52, there's quite a few that are actually really active. So we get to share a lot of stuff. Now I will go over a really long chicken, daily dose of internet, radical life. That got my attention. Too many quinky dinks. Listen. Too many quinky dinks. I'm going to show y'all a video of his in a minute. I had forgot about that. And then y'all can go to his channel and watch it over and over and over if you want. He does nothing but take videos of the sky too. Okay, I'm going to start right here. This is something that I seen, and I had to steal it and put it in here. Your baby needs the hepatitis B vaccine in case he shoots up heroin with a prostitute. Yeah. The snakefish story, the Jesus shoes. So it's actually becoming really active in there, and there's some great people that can help you with it that are admin in there. If you just ask, I'm sure they'll be glad to help. I try to be in there as much as possible. Thanks, Radical. Much love. Oh, Charlie, I see that. You might have found your home. Well, welcome in, man. Welcome here. California fires. Okay, if y'all, I will go through that in a minute too. I streamed with our fellow YouTuber Wake Up last night for 2.5 or 3 hours, and the night before that till 4:30 in the morning, and we were covering the fires. I think actually Ryan put it in her chat at like 10 o'clock the night before. Nobody knew this was going on. So it might not have been to about 15 to 20 people, but she and I actually got to break the fires, and that was really kind of cool. Uh, let me see. I'm still outputting sound. I will check something. No, I got sound, Lady Liberty. I'm letting it play on my phone just in case I need to check it because I'm not good with the YouTube stuff yet. I'm streaming this with my OBS software today, y'all, because it's working, and I can do a couple of things in a minute. Love Pug, she's always posting stuff. Rare Breeds are posting stuff. All right, that's the main general channel. I think a 1 is good. I think so. Okay, sky sharing. Let's roll up. We're gonna look at some pictures of the sky that people have sent in, and then I'm gonna show y'all how to find a really cool. I shared some links in there, and I probably shouldn't have. I got them in the wrong place. I think we've seen those to right here. Okay, this was a picture of the sky in New Jersey, and I don't remember the date. It's on here somewhere, but y'all will get the idea if you join. Hey there, Save Center. Good to see you. I'm glad you made it in. Ralph, we had a good time, but it got late, and sometimes I think we might have actually got a little silly. Polly, I see you're back in there. I'm so sorry, Polly. I apologize. I'm getting better at this stuff sometimes. But if nothing else, we were able to have a good time and get some time in streaming, and she's got a really good thing going over there. I think she's going to do well with this. Okay, Too Many Quinky Dinks got this, and there is an orb in here. Ryan, you're pretty sharp on this type of stuff. I just want y'all, I'm going to pull the video up. My sound is buffering. Okay. Let me, I'm going to check something real quick. It's going to mess me up just a touch, but I'm going to try something. This way it won't affect the microphone. I'm going to see if it's buffering on my end on the sound. And, okay. I'm playing pretty good here. I got sound too. All good was funny, Fallout. Yeah. Y'all know I didn't mean it's all in love. Okay, I'm pulling this up and we're going to watch this video for a second. We're going to full screen it. All right. Now listen, at about the 9-second mark in this video, at about the 9-second mark, there's an orb that comes across. I'm trying to get the thing up on the sky here and all this crap out of the way. You're going to see. Let me just move it on up pretty close to 9. Okay, we're about there. I'm going to try to do it in a little step-by-step manner here so I can kind of point it out to you before. Well, the video may not be good enough. Just watch this. Okay, the cursor is right here. I don't know if y'all can see my cursor or not. I hope so. Look right there. I'm going to back it up again, and that's the area I'm going to show you. Watch this little, and it may be a drone, a weather modification drone or something. I don't know. But you see this little ball right here? Watch it as it comes from over here. I'm going to back it up a little bit. Be watching for it. He catches some good stuff. Y'all ought to go check his channel out. Too Many Quinky Dinks. See it? All right, now I'm going to give y'all, you can share photos, you can share your videos. Oh man, absolutely. We'd love to see them over in New England. Look, and also this is documentation. I mean, everything we do is a documentation. I'm going to show y'all his pictures now. This one has got a little filter on it. You see the light right here? I don't know if that's a laser across or I don't know what this is, but I wanted to share it with everybody, and I told him I was going to share it. See these filters? It's coming right there. Now, y'all may know more about this than I do, but this is the type of stuff that I love to come on and share. And there's something right there up above that plane too. I don't know what all that is. You know, not a clue. But I know it's crazy. I know it's not normal. So, too many quinky dinks. You can, if you're in Discord, you know what? I can probably, if somebody can, put his link in the chat, please. Too many quinky dinks. He lets me use his videos, and I'm really appreciative with no problem. Davey, wait a minute, I missed one. Davey, there we go. I knew there was one there. This is just outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Blanket. Excuse me. Economy, Pennsylvania. Blanket. Purple blanket. Purple clouds. Oh, wow. Sure everybody there is feeling wonderful. Now, I'm going to tell y'all, with the exception of the clouds, I'm going to not look at the clouds in these two pictures. I'm going to do it intentionally. That is beautiful. Davey, that is a beautiful picture. I don't remember if you're in here right now or not. If you're not, I'm going to show these again later on DLive. And this right here, I could sit right there just about all day, y'all. Probably just about all day. So that's really cool. That's our sky sharing section. Chemtrail photos. Let's scroll on up and see what's happening for the day. Let's go on up. Radical Life. Let's check. That's a Mike Decker video. I haven't talked to Mike. I don't know if he'd get upset or not. Probably wouldn't, but I'll wait till I get permission. Ooh. Nasty skies, y'all. These are all in New Jersey, Pennsylvania. This is what the Northeast looks like, Ralph. This is, you catch every bit of this as it rolls right on up your way. Hey, Ralph, if you're still listening, you got a cord that will be going into the mail Monday. It's all wrapped up, ready to go. You just got to take it to the post office. Sending you a 50-footer. Hopefully that will help you out with your streaming issues. Cool, Radical. Much love to you, brother. You have a great evening, and I'm sure I'll catch you somewhere. Let's see. These are from Radical Life. So these are going to be Australia. These are the down under chemtrails. It's that way everywhere. Conchetta, she's in California, where the fires are. These are October 11th. Wow. Okay, these are chemtrails from yesterday. All right. Now she said, "What do you think the black dot is in front of the plane? I took it while driving. I didn't see this earlier." The top picture is a close-up of the same plane making the turn in the pictures. This is a clip from my live picture of the black dot. Let me see if we can open the original and blow it up some. I may not have good enough eyes to see it, Conchetta. Okay, I see the turn. Let's, uh-oh. Let's see what this does. Uh-oh, noise. Mute the sound. Okay. I don't know. Well, I'll have to look at that one when I can stop it and do something a little different. All right. Oh, and there's another one from Conchetta. There's one with a big curve in it. Maybe their GPSs are all messed up and they keep going the wrong way. Wow. There's some crazy looking curves. And in case y'all haven't seen them, let me roll up here some that Radical put in. I do want to pop these off one more time. It seems like there was a pilot trying to give you a heads up that you might need to pull out your Bible. I forgot where they went. It's not that far up, though, I don't think. Must be in sky sharing. I'll catch them before we leave. Conchetta, that's where we was. This is back in New Jersey. This will be headed to Ralph. You can see where they're spreading. You just blast them with frequencies. Man, that's some nasty looking skies. Yeah, it looks perfectly normal, right? Nothing to see here, everybody. Nothing to see here. No, we're not covering the sun. Not at all. Man. Thank you, Lady Liberty. Okay. Right now, my schedule is I do my best to stream on DLive after Mike Morales, Above Ground World News, nightly. I'm coming on at YouTube and DLive some during the day on the weekend, and if I find a way to come on morning time some during the week, I will, because I have a job, but I also have a passion. So I'm praying that all of this is what people need to see, and that it's worth all the work. So that's my schedule right now, and everybody here. I use Discord a lot for to make sure that people know that I'm going live that want to know. And I do my best to hit add everybody so that it dings everybody. If you don't want that, yeah, I think you can turn that off. Twitter was just too much for me, y'all. I couldn't deal with it. Oh, check this out. So this is what we do over there, though. But now look, I know this is the doom and gloom. The doom and gloom. We have a 5G shot where we share information about 5G, and we take pictures of towers and put them in there. We have a friendly chat section that gets used. We have an airplane photo section that gets used. And in that airplane photo, we just put photos of military equipment. And we are not against our military. We love our military. We love our military a lot. And we support them because, most of them think they're doing awesome things. It's their bosses that we have a problem with that don't have to fight. So we got that. Let me come on down. We'll skip. Oh, no, I'm not skipping that. Book sharing. The Creature from Jekyll Island, Radical Life. This is where people share the books that they're interested in. I like books. I like books a lot better than internet sometimes. And yes, I am a believer that the Mandela effect and quantum things are having a couple of changes, and I might even show that in just a minute. Not here, but there's the book sharing. If you want to share your email to get in the email loop and chain, there's the opportunity right there. There's mine right there for somebody that was asking if you're in Discord. We have a prayer request section. If there's anything you would like to have added to the prayer request section, you can put it in right here and you will definitely be prayed for you. Smart cities, nano dust, things like that we maybe go in that area. Links. I try to post links from my shows in here because sometimes I'm using my phone, so I post them here so I can find them. And fur babies. We all have fur babies, and we've started posting some of our fur babies. Look, there's a picture. I'm sitting outside in the grass with my dog. I call that the morning grounding. She likes to go out there sometimes. Not this morning at all. But that's my baby Mary. And I showed DLive my black cat named Silver a while ago. He was in here with me. And then you know what? Just for fun, I'll do this. Uh-oh. See, this is what we try to have. This over here is enough where we know we're fighting, we know we're taking pictures of bad, but we also try to share the good aspects of our lives so that we're not just negative all the time. And we try to have fun. That's what this whole thing right here is about, and it was a dream I had when I started it, and it's kind of what it's becoming, and I really can't believe that this actually manifested into anything. That's one of my newest shelter cats. We named it Paris. My youngest son names all of the animals that come in. Okay. Natural alternatives. I'm not a doctor. I can't really tell y'all what to do, or that would probably be the one thing to get my channel smacked down. But we can share all of our information that we find. And there's a lot of people that are involved in this natural stuff. And I'm sure not everybody will agree, but it is what it is. You make your own decisions with your own body, but do your own research. Learn what the things you can do are. There's a lot of people here that have had a lot of problems and they've cured them in natural ways doing their own research. Now, I'm not going to go into details on this. I'm just going to tell you it's here in our Discord. And if you have any ideas on that, you can check this out too. Now, I'm going to show y'all. Oh, no, I don't want to do nothing with that. Let's cancel. Now, I'm going to show y'all if I can get my screen to change. Screen share. Of course you don't want to go. Oh, yeah. Okay, camera. I'm just going to show y'all. I might not. There we go. Let me move this out of the way. Get everything out of the way. Excuse me. Oh, man, I didn't get any water before I started. I got a sip of coffee left. It's cold, but it's going to be good. This is a Bible that was gifted to me, actually. It's funny how things work. I was studying some of this stuff, and I had wanted one of these, and I pray over them all the time. I had wanted one of these, and I was starting to look for them. Well, my neighbor next door to me, we're in this small town that we moved into for the school. She needed some stuff done at her house, and she was hiring people, and they were just charging her outrageous amounts of money for stuff that she was doing. You know, unclogging a sink or unstopping a drain or simple things. And the service company, I said, look, you quit calling these people, and when you have a problem, you come over here, you knock on my door, I'll come over there and take care of it for you. She said, oh, okay. Well, she started happening, and I went and started taking care of it. And she kept trying to pay me, and look, I'm not here for that. I'm here if you need me. We take care of each other. Well, we got to talking, and she had a bunch of antiques. And come to find out, I said, well, I really like antique books. And she said, really? I said, yeah. She said, well, I have one that you can have. It belonged to my first husband who had passed away back in like the 60s. And she said, I can't even pick it up. I was like, oh, well, cool. She said, I will get the stuff from the closet and take care, you know, I'll bring it to you. I was like, all right, cool. Well, it's going to be a big old book. I said, all right, great. She walked over here to my home. She had got this down, and, you know, she had it in her hands like this, holding it. And it probably weighs 15, 16 pounds. It's heavy for a book. I thought, you know, this is a hardback Masonic 1952 Temple Bible. It actually was on the cube in the Masonic Temple in a Mississippi town in the 1950s. It has never been written in. It has never been dedicated. Like I said, it was the Temple Bible. And I love Photo Helix, y'all. I love Photo Helix. Thanks, Inua Blue. Much love to you. Yes, Safe Center, this is a Mason Bible. It is not the Bible I study out of. It stays locked in a box. This is a Bible that we just look at for their purposes because we know this is actually their material. Let me show y'all something else real quick. It's another book right here in my bookcase. This is a 1951 version of Morals and Dogma. By Albert Pike. I found this book. Y'all see that? I finally found a way I could share my books with y'all. When I read stuff out of the Morals and Dogma, this is the book that I read to y'all from. If you go online and you buy a version of Morals and Dogma, you get a paperback copy that is not near about this big. And if you look at the size of the print on the paper of the paperback copy, there's absolutely no way it can have the amount of information in it that this book has in it. The paperback copy also has illustrations. This one has maybe 3 that I've been able to find. They basically tell you this is their Bible. I'm going to read you what the beginning of this Bible has in it. If y'all can see it, I'm going to show you this a little closer. This is their picture of what the structure of Freemasonry looks like. And I was showing a lot of people last night, they didn't realize that Freemasonry was also the Klan in the South. That's the Yorkite side. But it goes in, it has their female sides too, you know, with the Eastern Star. You know, this is a full layout, and I may actually try to get some pictures of this and turn them into I like Jesus Freak Computer Geek as well, Safe Center. You know, I follow all them people. I don't get to watch them as much as I'd like, but I do try my best to support them. Anyway, I was looking at this book one day, and I realized, let me see if y'all can see this. And you may not can, it's probably hard to see, but their numbers start from right here, where they go up to 1 to 13, 14 to 33. You know, just for fun, I added up the numbers 1 through 13, you know, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, all the way to 33. The way this breaks right here at 13, and it calls this the perfect Elu, and it has the triangle with the little Hebrew symbol in it. I said, okay, the 13th is the Royal Arch of Solomon. We all know that Solomon he's worshipped. I'll show you the Temple of Solomon, all that is worshipped. It's even in the next page of this Bible. To me, 13 seems to be as far as you can go. Just bear with me, y'all. This is in my mind. If you go 1 to 13, then you move on up through Freemasonry to 33. I believe at that point to move up into the next levels of what maybe they call Illuminati, you start back down here, right back at the Secret Master at number 1, or down here at the Apprentice. And then you end up at the 13, which is the Royal Arch of Solomon. I believe these 13 actually go back up here in the Illuminati section and not the Mason section. Just take the words how I'm saying them. That's the only way I know to put them. And then if you add a 14 at the top for the perfect Elu, or the eye that's watching, and you add all those numbers together, 1 through 33, then 1 through 13 and 14, that is where you get 666. So I didn't have anybody tell me that. I just worked that out on my own, because it says, let he who hath knowledge to calculate it. There's the front page. Anyway, George Washington Masonic Memorial. There's no way with these glasses on I'm going to read that. I'm going to have to take a picture and blow it up. It's all kind of cryptic, and it has pictures of every president who was a Mason up until the time of the printing of this Bible. There we go. Presidents who were Masons: George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, James Monroe, Andrew Jackson, James Knox Polk, James Buchanan, Andrew Johnson, James Abram Garfield, William McKinley, Theodore Roosevelt, William Howard Taft, Warren Gamaliel Harding, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, and Harry S. Truman. And then it goes into the building of King Solomon's Temple. Now, I want to read y'all. I'm going to pass on. I'm going to show y'all what's in here. These are things that are actually there. This is what they open the lodge with. When they read this type of stuff, and I may read it and put a very maybe an audible type thing together. I know y'all probably can't see the writing. I can't see it with 275 readers on right here the way I got the light set up, but I am able to share a little bit. This is all of this much of the book, Masonic Ritual of the York Rite of Freemasonry. This is the Scottish Rites and the York Rites. There's the Order of the Eastern Star. This is their Bible now. History of David, History of Solomon, King Solomon's Temple and the Citadel, Entrance to the Great Porch, dun, dun, the Great Porch in the House of God. What I was trying to show y'all is I told some people here a while back that I had this, and I was trying to study it and learn a little bit about it. And it was like, nah, you don't have one of those. So here you go. I'm showing y'all, and I am trying to study it. I'm serious about this. I don't have this just to have it around. And yes, the Lord's Prayer in this Bible is changed just like the Lord's Prayer in every other Bible. there was one thing I wanted to read out of here to you. And there's so much in the front of it that I forget where it's at. We know what we're taught. I pray all the time, and I believe it's important. There's a thing in here that basically just says, and prayer helps. That's what it says. There's the first page. Let there be light. Search for the light. And you see all of these pictures of these places that are just... There's something in here about prayer, and I wanted to share that with y'all. And now I'm looking for something, and I don't like doing that. I don't like for there to be dead time. I like to know where stuff's at. So I'm going to skip that, and I'm going to read you what this Bible says about the Lord's Prayer. Just so you have a visual reference of it. This is a 1951 Masonic Temple Bible, and it has the same changes. And look, this wasn't true for a long, long time. I'm still having trouble with this Mandela effect and quantum entanglement. It's hard to comprehend and hard to get through. But there's just a really good fact that something's going on, and there's enough proof of it. Everyone in my home, we grew up in Baptist churches and Pentecostal churches in Mississippi. Everybody from the time you could talk has been taught the Lord's Prayer. And it absolutely does not say, where did it start? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm going to see back of my head for a minute. Father, dadgummit. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. On earth is what it ought to say, but it says in earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. I know a lot of y'all heard that from Photo Helix. You've heard it from Jesus Freak. You've heard it from RFB. Well, now you get to hear it from Fallout Shelter, because it never said that before. And if you think it said that before, then why up under it does it still say, for if ye forgive men their trespasses, your heavenly Father will also forgive you. But if you forgive not men their trespasses, neither will your Father forgive you your trespasses. And trespasses is not in the Lord's Prayer in Matthew or Luke anymore. Luke's is, I don't even recognize that anymore. It has sentences in it to me that don't seem like they were there. Now granted, this is the one we were taught. But anyway, I got blocked from YouTube today from 2 separate sources. Yeah, YouTube's crazy. Hey there, Road Warrior. Brenda, if I missed you, Jab Neil, good to see y'all. I get into a lot of this stuff and I forget what's going on. There are definitely changes here. And I brought this book out because I was strictly curious. I'm going to show y'all. This is the Bible that my parents bought for me and my wife when we got married. This is our coffee table Bible. And it's kind of had a little bit of a rough life. It sat in a truck for about 10 years. It got faded right there. But inside, the print is still awesome. And when I seen people saying that, I looked it up in this Bible. We taught our children the Lord's Prayer out of this coffee table Bible. They know it word for word. And when I showed it to her a while ago, she was like, so everything we've been talking about is absolutely real then? I was like, it appears to seem that way. I believe Daniel 7:25 and Amos 8:13 are upon us. And it is a spiritual battle that we'll have to fight. So, I thought I would share some of this stuff with y'all. And I don't do YouTube a whole lot, but I really enjoy y'all. Y'all are great people, so I wanted to come over here a little bit. I'm trying to get better at blasting my mouth and saying things and not trying to lock up. And I want to be able to put on something that y'all understand and you get out of it. So, does anybody in there have any questions? Anything they'd like to ask me right now? Why are they making these slight changes to the Bible? The other example I've heard is the lamb one, but why? Well, I believe you can actually now and I wish I had studied it earlier in life so I knew, but I don't know. But there are now more mentions of debting and money and controlling finances in the Bible than there are of salvation. Uh, I have listened to a guy who's went through doing the counting. The changes are this. Amos 8:12. Let me show y'all. I am really usually kind of careful with this book because I don't know how durable it is. I know it sat on a shelf for a long time. So let me get this other big Bible out that I kind of know how it operates. Oh, I don't want to do no reading that's for real out of that one. You know what I mean? It's only for studying the evil crap that's in it. It's got the Egyptian pictures in there somewhere. Oh, I'm gonna get into it. It's just time, y'all. I'm battling up as much as I can on time. Okay, I think we all know Daniel 7:25. Look, my Bible's so open to it. I should have just let it fall where it fell. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws. Okay, times and laws. Those are physics. Those are the laws of gravity that they call, or not. I know it's not a law, but just bear with me on this. This is changing the world. It'll be given to him. And think to change times and laws, and they shall be given into his hand until a time and times and the dividing of time. Look at that clock at CERN. It runs forward and backwards. I swear some days I feel like the day takes forever, and it's almost like they can adjust the time so that they can get more out of it here, there, and I don't know how that works, y'all. I know it sounds totally insane, but it says right here that that will be handed to him. Now, if you go to Amos 8:12, and I'm going to get to your question. I have an answer for it. I'm just getting to it. Amos 8:12. Let me go ahead and read Amos 8:11 too. Behold, the days will come, saith the Lord God, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing of the word of the Lord. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and they shall not find it. I believe that is where we're at. And I believe that are the changes. See, if Satan, the devil, Lucifer, whatever you call it, can change little things and it not be in your heart, it's programming at another level. Yes, CERN was built on the temple of Apollyon, which is angel number 5, Azazel. In the Greek, it's Apollo. And when you look up the Shiva, that's the Shiva, that's the rebirth from destruction. Apollo is destruction. Azazel is destruction. Angel number 5 is destruction. And on and on and on. And that is where it's all going to come from. Now, I have another deal. If you look at one of the horses, and I'm not smart enough, I really wish I knew more, but one of the riders of the horses carries a sword that has power to kill. Man, if you look up at a cell phone tower from a distance, it stands up just like the old big broad swords. And I personally believe in a time of giants. And if you really get into the time of giants that would have been as tall as the Lebanon trees, what is up with that? That is as tall as the Lebanon trees. My computer got way behind all of a sudden. Those Lebanon trees at that time, or the cedar trees in Lebanon, the Lebanon trees, they said they reached the clouds. That's 4 miles at the... Hey, Buck, you. Thanks for the recommendation, Radical Life. Awesome. I believe you had giants and bigger giants. Anyway, Why not that look like a sword to them? Anyway, I brought all that on. Listen, at nighttime on D Live, I always take prayer requests, and we have them in our hold on, y'all. I'm trying to move something. We have a prayer request section in our Discord. Sorry, y'all. Now, what I want to say real quick to all of y'all, I pray. I believe I have a Father in heaven that created me, and I do believe He had a Son, Jesus, that came and gave His life. I do not believe in organized religion. It is made to destroy. It is made to tear us apart. It is made to control, and that is part of the problem. I personally believe Jesus didn't preach in the temple. He went and tore it up because of the money changers. He preached by the ponds. He preached in the mountains, and He preached in the fields because He preached in the areas that His Father created, and not Satan in a way to try to manipulate and control people. That is what I believe. I know there are some good churches. Not saying that. I've had problems with them. Most people here have too. So that's my beliefs, and that's where that comes from. That's why I pray, and I believe that is what we should be doing. So if anybody, I don't even know, there may be a big delay right now. I'm not sure. Things are just looking weird compared to what I've been doing. Like they're not changing or something on my end, but my phone changed well, my computers didn't. So anyway, that's where I am. I hate if anybody don't like that. I appreciate you coming and checking other stuff out, but that is a place that I cannot and will not step down from in my beliefs. I've been in such a bad place before that I've seen the bad side, and it's absolutely real. And there ain't but one way to get out of it, and that's to hit your knees. Full armor of God through Jesus. So I'm going to say a prayer and we can get out of here. Enjoy the rest of our day. Have a good night tonight, and then I'll be back on at D Live late tonight. I believe in relationship with my Creator, not religionship with anybody else just trying to control it. And I don't believe that changes anybody's walk with their Creator. You have to deal with that on your own. So anytime you organize something, it becomes corrupt. It's the reason everybody came and seen Jesus where He was at, and then they walked back home. Father, we do thank You for this opportunity to come together. I thank You for allowing everything to run properly, and I thank You for all these wonderful people that come to hang out. Father, I pray that You continue to touch this, and that what comes across is what You would have people hear, and that it does nothing to hinder any problem in the kingdom. Father, I pray that if anybody out here listening has got problems, health issues, we have the list, and God, I know You know what's on them. I know You read them, and I forget them, but we're human, and that's why. I pray that You'll see those lists, all those requests, and You'll answer those prayers with Your will, and whether that answer is great or not, I pray that You'll be there for the comfort, and they'll know that You're there. I ask that You keep us all safe, keep us all blessed, and bring us all back at an appointed time and learn more that You have for us. And I ask all these things in Your Son, Jesus Christ's name. And I thank You for Your Son that came for me. Amen. All right, everybody. I appreciate all y'all. It was a wonderful stream for YouTube time, and maybe y'all get an idea of a little bit more. That's right. I am the church. We are the church. Like, we are America. It ain't land. It ain't houses. It ain't building. It ain't government. The church is the same thing. It is us. And it is up to us to take care of each other and love our brother. That's the only commandment we were given. Love your brother as you love yourself. If you do that, everything else will come in place. All the other crap's just legalistic. I didn't come to the world to condemn the world. I came to the world to save the world. And if you forgive people that do wrong to you, your Father forgives you. It's pretty simple. Just ask Him. That's it. Guys, for all of y'all that joined Discord, I'm really grateful. For any of y'all that joined YouTube, I'm really grateful. I hope that I never lead anybody astray. And I pray that everything that comes to you is as true and possible as I can get it. I love you all. God bless you all. Have a great part of your day, and I will see you all tonight. Later, guys.